I love this Paradise Chipboard Album. It's from Want to Scrap. I've had it in my stash for years, waiting for that perfect time to use it. Well, I have a beautiful granddaughter who just turned 10, so I've decided to make an album called 10 Things I Love About You. I have a grandson who just turned 2, but I didn't want to make an album called 2 Things I Love About You. So this is where the energy went. This album is already pretty busy looking at it, and I added a little bit more. Out of respect for their privacy, I made sticky note faces so their parents get to choose what gets shown on the internet. It is certainly a fun album for a 10-year-old. Making an album like this was a great way of counting my blessings and sharing my feelings that I don't always necessarily say aloud. I try to, but you're not always there when somebody needs to hear it. So I'm going to jot down some feelings that I want my granddaughter to know that I have about her. Each page has an interactive piece to it, and it's made to be looked at by little hands. We know we have digital options for preserving pictures, but I want her to have something in her hand whenever she wants to look at it, device-free. And it's durable. In case there is a kidsident, you know, those accidents or incidents provoked simply by being a child and making childlike choices, it'd still be okay. It's just paper. I chose not to shade or highlight for that same purpose. I didn't want to spend so much time that if something did happen to it, I might weep. The paper I used was Simple Stories, sun-kissed 12 by 12 and 6 by 8 paper packs, intermixed with a few others. There were self-adhesive enamel brads with other paper or chipboard ephemera. Some of the embellishments I made using inspiration from the sun-kissed paper and paint pens. I adhered the brads to show which way the flap would open. She's an artistic girl, so vibrant colors are a great way to go with her album. These darling butterfly stickers and washi tape made me want to go around the house sticking butterflies to everything I own. Does this picture on the left remind anybody of the Mona Lisa, or is it just me? There is extra space on the acetate page dividers. I reinforced the edges of the acetate to be stronger where the holes are punched. These acetate tags are dolled up with the butterflies. I reinforced the holes by simply cutting thin strips of coordinating paper, folding them evenly, then adhering them on the paper side with ATG adhesive. Then I punched holes through all 3 layers. The pocket is made by folding the paper in half and reinforced with this 3.5-inch washi tape. I don't think it's going anywhere. The most important thing about this album is to write true sentiments about your subject. Write sentiments that are meaningful to the person, no matter what their hair or clothes look like. We often give compliments for things that matter only in the moment. Give lasting comments about who the person is and what you truly love about them, that if their looks were taken away, those compliments still encompass their personality. That is what matters most. One of the ways my grandmother showed love was by spending time piecing tiny bits of fabric together, then stitching around each tiny piece, somehow turning those insignificant scrap fabric bits into beautiful handmade, love-filled quilts. Times have changed, and I don't make many quilts these days. Fortunately, we have many quilts still, and we sleep in a cozy, warm house. But I still want to use up those scraps and share memories in other ways. I've cut and torn some fabric scraps into strips to tie to these rings, along with some fabulous fiber pieces and ribbon to add a little fluff and pizzazz. We can share love with our blessings and let them know how much they mean to us. If ever they are having a day where they forget how much they are loved or what's great about them, let your album serve as a reminder.